ready. Hello everybody, it's Jcc2224 here, and I figured for the next Clone Corner I would take a detailed look at the new Hascon 6-inch Black Series exclusive Captain Rex. This thing is neat. It's pretty neat. Now, is it perfect? Close. On paper, this thing is really perfect. However, there is some execution issues. Of course, it's Black Series, so the QC is not going to be perfect. The paint applications are not going to be pristine. That's just how Black Series rolls. However, I typically don't show the boxes in my reviews, but I figured I would take a look at the box he comes in, because not really because it's a great box, because it's a pretty respectable box design. It has a nice blue. This is all like glossy, and this is all like matte. You can see in these stock photos here, it's just a freaking box. It has the writing on it, and look, it has something really neat and unique that's never been done before. Look, the Jag Eyes or Jag Eyes. Look, it's hollow. Isn't that great? But the thing that really bothers me about this box, you can see it comes pristine condition from Hasbro Toy Shop. Thank you very much. It's pretty basic. You can see Rex yet again right there. However, if you look at the plastic it was packed in, if you take a look at this plastic, I don't know how consistent this is with other Hascon Rexes, but look at how terribly crinkled this bubble is. And this wasn't me trying to get it out of the package. This is just how it came. And in fact, the figure was so poorly packed. Look at his carbine. Can you see that? Can you see that? We'll take a closer look at this beautifully misshapen weapon in a little bit, but yeah, the box overall, it's neat, but it certainly could have been packed better. It doesn't even have clear plastic over it. It was just done with twisty ties and rubber bands. It's alright. The figure itself, however, is actually a little more than alright. It's actually really freaking good. I would say this is probably the best Black Series 6-inch figure I've gotten my hands on in years. In fact, I can't really think of one that's better than this, except maybe the Wave 1 Sand Trooper. It just has a lot of nice weathering, a lot of nice detail. It poses really great for a clone trooper. And I don't have many complaints besides some of the paint application, which I'll show here shortly. However, I want to go over the accessories first, because he does come with some accessories. So, as you probably saw, in his holsters here, he does have his little pistols. What are these, DC-17s? Yeah, pretty neat little pistol there. You also do have his Hascon exclusive DC-15 rifle. That's a very nice looking weapon. You can see it's all nicely painted. It's a very nicely done weapon. And then you have this joke. You just have this very funny meme here. You can make any Viagra jokes. You can insert your own jokes. But that's how it came in the package, and I haven't fixed it yet. Just get some hot water or just a hair dryer, and it'll go straight. But one interesting thing I want to point out with this. Let's take a normal Black Series 6-inch DC-15 carbine here. You can see it has a clip. This one, there's no clip. There's no magazine. I don't know. Is it a clip? Is it a magazine? I don't remember. Yeah. How's this even going to shoot? It's already bent, but it's a different sculpt. They changed the sculpt. I don't know why, but they did. And of course, the accessory that everyone is talking about is this helmet. And the helmet is pretty respectable. It's alright with the neatness of the paint application. You can see the weld marks right above the visor are a little off-center. The eyes on the head are a little off-center. But other than that, I have no complaints. There is another complaint, though. I've seen this way worse on other copies. You can see the part of the visor that connects to the breathing mouth part and the actual eye visor part. It's not fully painted in. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's not fully painted in. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about that, but it's honestly not that noticeable. And comparing it to the previous Black Series Captain Rex at 3 3/4 inch, you can see the helmet is way better on the 6-inch. The 3 3/4 inch is still respectable, but if you saw my Clone Wars video, the mouth isn't really that nicely painted on this copy. But wait, that's not all, said Jcc2224. You also have some nice back detailing. I don't know why, this is a really weird thing to say, but I think that this is one of the nicest backs of a Clone Trooper helmet I've seen in a long time. With that weird statement out of the way, let's talk about this. You can do that.
Wow.
Yeah, I know some people are in doubt if it can do it or not, because some people's copies are stuck, but yes, it's something you should be able to do with your Rex, and if it doesn't do it, heat it up, make sure it's all good, and it should be fine. But wait, that's still not all. You can remove his helmet. Why didn't they do this with Commander Cody? That's all I gotta say. Because this head, even though it doesn't have the fancy-dancy eye printing technology yet, you gotta wait for the retail release for that, it's a very nice looking Tamor Morrison head. He has pretty much everything going on. It's a right size. The helmet is a perfect size for the head. This is one of the best removable helmet. I think this is probably the best removable helmet clone trooper that Hasbro has ever made. The likeness is really spot on. I gotta give it to them. They really hit it out of the park. And if you're wondering with the shoulder pauldron here, it's a separate piece that's glued on. It's just glued on the back a little bit. You can pry it off if you want, however, I would probably suggest not doing that. Taking a look at some of the other details on the figure, you can see he actually has a brand new torso, these weld marks, which the helmet also shares these very bronze weld marks. I personally like them, but I know some people don't. The torso, those are sculpted in, and he does have a new torso where you can allow his shoulders to actually go in. That's really nice. I like that quite a bit. Overall, he has this very nice weathering on his body. He has all the hatch marks, which I'm not sure about the hatch marks, because sometimes, I can only assume that the 6-inch Black Series is correct, but in all the other freaking Captain Rex Phase 2 figures I have different hatch marks. I'll need to reference the show, or if any Captain Rex historians can tell me how many hatch marks he's supposed to have. But overall, his body, he's got a lot of nice washing all over his body. The belt looks really nice. This is cloth. This is freaking cloth, and I love it. I love that this is cloth. I don't know why Black Series has such an aversion to cloth, but I love that this is cloth. His legs, I believe, are just the same sculpt. And this is kind of where I have issues, because you can see the legs are bowed. Thank you, packaging. I really appreciate how you did that. But this is a sort of complaint I have with it. You can see the paint on the legs is so obviously paint. It doesn't look like convincing weathering. It's just obviously someone just took a paintbrush to it and just painted the legs. You can see all the brush marks and everything. It's a little disappointing. It doesn't really look convincing from the waist down, but the other paint on the figure is pretty respectable. Overall, the thing looks really great. And going over it with the helmet, which, another thing, a lot of people are like, oh no, you put on the helmet and you can see his little chin popping out. Oh no, what are you going to do? Well, what you can do. You can kind of push the chin in as you're putting the helmet on, and just push the helmet down a bit, and you can barely see the chin. However, if you turn the head, you'll probably see the chin, so I'm sorry. It's been an issue with clones with removable helmets since the dawn of time. I can't do anything about it. I love this thing. It's probably my favorite 6-inch Black Series figure, period. Certainly the best clone, certainly the best Captain Rex figure Hasbro's made. They did a really good job, and for $25, it's a very, very respectable effort. Let's talk about how much this boy can move. So with the helmet, he can look up a fair amount. He can look down, not too well. Side to side, you can start seeing the chin there. But he can do it. He can do it. With the helmet off, however, you can see he can look up quite a bit. He can look down, side to side. Typical Black Series fare. Now, the thing that's different with the shoulders, I've already kind of shown this, it actually goes into the body. So the shoulders can go all the way out, and that's really nice. I really do enjoy that. Bicep swivel. However, he does have new elbows. He can actually put his elbows up. And just showing you another 6-inch Black Series clone trooper for reference, that's all the old mold can do. And this is what Captain Rex can do. That is really great and awesome. Wrists are pretty standard. In and out for that, and then up and down for that. Normal Black Series waist joint, normal Black Series hips. However, with the clone armor, it does kind of go off to the side if you move it forward. He does have a thigh swivel if you want to try to correct that. He does have double jointed knees, which bend in pretty respectably. And his ankles are pretty nice. They can't really move down much. However, I don't feel like that is as important as moving up. And he can move his ankles up really nice. He also has really good ankle pivot. Also something I feel like is more important than moving down. So overall, this figure is a very, very nice, respectable effort from Hasbro. And it's nice to see a new Clone Wars figure. You watching this video, Hasbro? I know you're not NECA. I know you don't really care about your customers too much, but please make more. Please make more Clone Wars Black Series, or Clone Wars TVC even, please. I'd really appreciate it. So there you go, guys. That has been my look at the 6-inch Black Series Hascon exclusive Captain Rex. Now, if you want one yourself, it's probably going to be expensive on eBay. I'm just going to put that out there right now. However, if you just want Captain Rex and you don't really care about the nice, weird, bendy gun or the nicely painted DC-15 rifle, Wait for the retail release, because it'll probably be accessible. Wait for the retail release, because it will probably be accessible, hopefully, maybe, with Black Series, you can never tell, but this is a very nice figure to have. It goes great with your other clones. It would go great with Anakin, but I sold mine, so I can't show you that, buddy. So that's pretty much it with this guy. It's a very nice figure. I would really recommend getting the retail release when it comes out. Hascon release, don't really worry about it. I don't feel like the extra accessories are really worth it. Captain Rex really didn't use DC-15 weapons much anyways. Next Clone Corner is going to be every single 6-inch Black Series Clone Trooper ever, so look forward to that. So there you go, guys. That has pretty much been the video. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, check out my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages if you have a chance. Have a good day, guys, and as always, may the Force be with you. Bye.
Mission accomplished, sir.